and we react the same way every single time. Every single time we react the same way. And it's frustrating just seeing this. It's frustrating. You know, I was driving. I ran into the protesters, and no police cops around, no city building, no anything was around. It was just the local stores. They're all out there just chanting Black Lives Matter. That's no way an effective strategy to me. That's not an effective plan. Like I said, I look at this as war. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going straight to the head, and I want to do something about it with my army, because they can't take us all out, man. They can't take us all out.
Right.
So well, you got to think about it too. We are technically at war. We're at war with a racist system. So that's where the war is being fought. We're fighting against a system that is broken, and it's been broken for a long time. That's right. So if you want to look at it at that aspect, yeah, we are at war. I mean, we're not at war with each other. We're not at war against people. We're at war against this system. This system is the root cause of everything that's going on right now.
Right.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter has been around for a couple of years, but you got to understand also is that these people can't make things happen at the drop of a hat. It's a process. You know, I'm sure they have to go through different routes to get things done, and you know, I'm sure they hit roadblocks. I mean, you're fighting for Black lives. Who's really gonna be on your side?
Right.
I mean, half of the world don't even want us to be here, and we're the one that helped create this country that we live in. So it's not an easy task that they're left with. I'm sure they're fighting hard to try to find positive ways to make things happen. But the start of it is the peaceful protesting, which, like I said, I have no problem with the peaceful protesting. But the problem is that the government, they plant people into these protests to make them fuck shit up, to make the shit look bad and worse than what it is. That's not us. That's not the people that are fighting for the cause. These are people that are just going around destroying shit just because they want to make the movement look bad. That's what you got to realize too. That's not Black Lives Matter that's doing all this destruction. These are people that are planted into these protests to cause chaos. That's not us. That's not what the movement is about. That's not what we're fighting for. We're fighting for lives. We're not fighting for destruction. People got to realize that.
How can we protect ourselves? How can we protect ourselves from the fakes? How can we identify the cause? How can we identify ourselves over the other people who's trying to infiltrate that cause? How can we protect ourselves as an organization and keep those other people away? How do we do
need to exercise that Second Amendment. That's the first thing we need to do. Everybody needs to strap up legally because we're outgunned. Although everybody, you know, we have more guns than anywhere in the world in this country, I believe there are more just more white people than us. Like if it comes down to a race war, we're outgunned. Everybody ain't even, you know, we need to protect ourselves in military. Like we need arms, and then once we can get arms, right? Like, cause like if it comes down to it, like that's what happened in Sweden. That's how they came in, Native Americans, guns. Like we gotta really, literally protect ourselves because when people feel that they're a threat of their life getting taken, right, then they're less hesitant to take a life. And what I liked what you said about that is there does need to be a strategic plan. Like if you look at the civil rights movement, they did things strategically, right? They boycotted. that boycotting, taking the money away, that's the one thing. See, the black people, we're the biggest consumers. We spend more money than anybody else. Yeah. So that's our biggest gift and curse. If we can use that, right, to one, obviously support black businesses, but we need more black businesses to support. But if we use that, then we can make, right, anything happen at the end of the day. So I think we need to start taking away money from people that are on the opposite side of the fence, because that's what happened. They boycotted, and then actual laws got changed. But I also believe that protesting is still a necessary component, right? Because if you look at war, there's all bunch of different things inside of that strategy, right? It's not one thing. It's we need to protest and we need to be at city, town hall meetings or whatever the protocol is to actually make change start rolling and get the ball rolling. Because like my brother said, it does take time as well. And ain't nobody in a rush to push no black. They're not even trying to pass the anti-lynching bill. So what are we talking about, right? So like it's crazy right now. So we need to definitely organize but still protest, because the protest brings awareness.